Saturday Night Football.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The Texans' Kaimi Fairbairn's going to do the honors, and we're underway in Houston. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. They're set up at the 35 now. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Nico Collins with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. All right, now another opportunity to convert this 2-point try. Keeping it on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. He's going deep this time. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. A tight end in motion now. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Has a man, it's Brooks. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He lets one fly deep downfield. Looking for Collins, and it's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finding Collins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the ground again with Mixon. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun now for Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So they're left with 4th down here. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans in possession. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down, Stroud. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Connection made to Dell. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Nico Collins, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here's Stroud now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Mixon will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. The Texan offense out now for another 2-point opportunity. He's throwing for it. And they've got it. Caught in the end zone. And now the lead is 16-0. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got it deep downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now it's Stroud. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Big gain downfield. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't go on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, don't give yourself that kind of chance.
After that score, and the kick is away. Pierce now on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing is Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And now it's second down. Here's Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play. But they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. He puts everything behind this one. And this is intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by Diggs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 1. Diggs there to bring it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. To the air, Stroud. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Pass taken in by Diggs. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Azeez Al-Shire has it.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 36. He finds Diggs right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 48. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Running for it, Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Back to throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Keeping it with Mixon. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans up by just a couple of points. Going to the ground again on 1st. Takes out a one-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. This is Mixon, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now the give to Mixon. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
So it's a win for the Texans. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports.